Everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So here today we are going to be looking at the orders of insects. So how can you memorize or know them? So there are a lot of orders of insects. We have Isoptera, we have Diptera, we have a lot of them. So I have written all of them here, and I would like to help you on how you can know them. So we have the Isoptera, Hymenoptera, we have the Coleoptera, we have the Lepidoptera, we have the Diptera. Let's begin. So all these are orders of insects. So if you are asked the orders of insects, they are the ones. So let's begin with the Diptera. So now what I want you to think about is when you look at the word Diptera, the word di means two. So Diptera, just think of two insects that annoy you. So what comes to mind is a mosquito, the mosquito, and the housefly. So these are annoying. So die means two. So this can help you. So these are Diptera. So mostly these have got a sucking mouth part. So the mosquito and the housefly. So not this image. So this is the housefly with compound eyes. So these mostly have one pair of wings, meaning to say they have two wings, but one pair of wings, one by one side and another one like that. So they are Diptera. So that can help you remember them. So let's look at another order. The other order that we are going to be looking at is what we call Lepidoptera. So what can you think of? So when you hear this, just think of those that you find to be beautiful. So the common example of what you consider to be a beautiful insect is a butterfly. So we have the butterfly. Now, which other one is similar to a butterfly, though it's not beautiful? A moth. So we have these two. So we have the moth and a butterfly, in which the butterfly at the larva stage is considered to be food, or rather it is a caterpillar at that point. So there's our butterfly, which belongs to the Lepidoptera. So this is the moth. So this is basically the moth. So this is the moth, which belongs to Lepidoptera. So what are some of the things that we should know? So the moth, firstly, the moth has got a large body, and also the moth is active at night. You will see it going towards light. So it is very active at night. The other thing about this moth is that when it is at rest, the wings are very horizontal like this. So the wings are very horizontal like this when it is at rest. So horizontal is this direction. So that's some of the things. They also damage fields in their mostly larva stage. You may have heard of the word armyworms. So they damage fields during their larva stage. Now the contrasting difference is that relatively butterflies are small. Then also when they are at rest, their wings are vertical. So their wings are vertical when they are at rest. So those are the main differences between the two. Let's now talk about what we call Coleoptera. So the order Coleoptera is made up of insects that have, just think of those insects that are hard. Like for example, the bee. Sorry, not a bee, but for the beetle. So you can think of the beetle and the ladybug. So what is the characteristic? So ladybug. So their characteristic is that their front wings are hard. So just think of hard front wings or forewings, hard front wings. Just think of the word Coleoptera. Think of anything that you can think of being hard. Then the hind, meaning to say the wings that are at the back. For the wings that are at the back, they are soft wings. So since you are deriving the Coleoptera, you are linking it to something hard, just know that whatever is in front, which is the forewings, are hard. So that is one way that can help you remember the order Coleoptera. So these characteristics are very important. So hard forewings. So forewings are the wings that are found in front. So hard forewings. So as we have seen, even the beetle, it's very hard, like this, very hard. So this belongs to the order which we have said Coleoptera. They also have chewing mouth parts. So let's move on to our next one. So let's move on to our next, which we are going to call Hymenoptera. What are these? So just think of pollinators. So which ones pollinate? So mainly the ones that pollinate are bees, we have ants, we have wasps. So these are Hymenoptera. So that's that on these ones. Let's look at some images. So as we can see, this is a bee. So the bee belongs to the Hymenoptera. So we can see the Hymenoptera, order Hymenoptera. Okay. So that is the order Hymenoptera. We don't have any other image. Okay. So this is what we have. So these are the insects. So they belong to the order Hymenoptera. So never forget. So the next one that we are going to look at is the order Orthoptera. So the Orthoptera, just think of grasshoppers. Orthoptera, think of grasshoppers and anything alike. So in this order we have crickets, grasshoppers, crickets and grasshoppers, and locusts, grasshoppers and locusts, like that. So we might have this, we might have this, and we might have this. So this is the grasshopper. So what is the characteristic? They have very large hind legs. So hind means at the back. So they have large hind legs that are useful in jumping. So they are modified for jumping. So that's the characteristic of the order Orthoptera. As you can see, they have large hind legs which can be used for jumping like that. So the other thing that they do have is they have 2 pairs of wings. So we have wings like that. So 2 pairs means in total they have 4 pairs, but 2 pairs like that. So that is the characteristic of the order Orthoptera. So we are only remaining with one order, which is the order Isoptera. So what do you think of iso? Iso means equal. Now if you have to do with equal, it means you are building something. So this can help you look at which insects are able to build. So the example that we can have here are termites. So we can have example termites like that. So that is the order Isoptera. So these are our termites and the basic structures. I'm pretty sure you have seen this structure before. So this structure before, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. So this is one of the structures that termites are able to build. So Isoptera. So termites are split into workers, they are soldiers, we have queens, we have kings, like that. We also have swarms like that. So that is basically termites. So they are able to build something as large as this. So that is it on the orders of insects. I hope you found this video to be very helpful. See you in the next tutorial.